Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And after quite a little time away, welcome back to the BAE 1460 RJ100. Back in skies today, British Airways City flies colours from here in Edinburgh to London City Airport. There is a training event going right now in Edinburgh at IVAO, so hopefully a chance to get some good traffic on the way out. And yeah, an aircraft, I must admit, I haven't flown nearly as much as I should have. It's a highly underrated aeroplane. Without that, one of the best in the sim. But because it came out so close to the release of the A320 and the 737, it kind of just it never got the recognition it deserved. It's a very good aeroplane, one that really deserves more of a flight. As I say, departing today on the hour-long trip from here in Edinburgh to London City. So departing from Scotland's main city to the English capital, and yeah, touch wood, it should be a pretty good flight ahead of us. BA 146, the 300 model, RJ100. I want to have a little checklist up and running, so just in case I do miss one or two things out, I'll be able to just refer to this for the sake of my planning. But yeah, for the most part, it should be pretty good. Did the test flight again, make sure I remember how it all works, and yeah, all is pretty smooth. Right, jump to cockpit, and let us set this aeroplane up. First things first, needs to turn the batteries on, which is U and U. That's our co-pilot, always good to see. That's followed by the yaw dampers, the AP master switch, and the avionics. Going to activate the navigation lights, those to high. Set the nose maker sign to on. Set the cabin emergency lights to armed, and the AP generator to on. So as soon as you start the APU, now be able to kick itself into life. Next we're going to do, head over to the FB tablet and set up our weights for the flight today. So if we go to the aeroplane tab, open the controls, and let's have a look. So currently cold and dark, currently aircraft departure. Fuel requirement today is 6253, so input the fuel. 625, actually I don't know. Yeah, 6253. 06253. There we go. Passengers total today, carrying how many passengers? 108 on board today. 108, into that. I should adjust the weights for the aircraft to a little bit for the center of gravity, it's not the end of the world for that. Gross weight is 33.5. Payload, for the rear cargo. Total payload is cargo is 1,000, so 500 for the front. I said cargo's 500 for the front. We'll get there eventually. Come on, airplane, why do you not like this? 500, is that 5,000 or 0? Okay, can I just go in hundreds? Come on, airplane. Let's give them a cargo. And I'll just click away. I don't know, why is it not like my input? That's because it's not open. That's the problem. Our cargo's open now, I think. Yes, it is. Will that let me load it? If not, we'll just go with that cargo. Because our centre of gravity will be way out of work, but it's not the end of the world if it's the case. Okay, no cargo today. We'll just have to pretend we left it behind. You know, all the airport issues in the UK that we've had to leave it all behind. Sorry, passengers. I know you're travelling for business in the city, but we may have forgotten. Right, next thing we're going to do is turn on the seatbelt sign. Let me fill the airplane up. Seatbelts come on. Down here. Set the left-hand fuel pump, which is that one, and APU we can start. When it does that, we'll get PackX up to load our passengers. So starting flights from, let's please, so Edinburgh to London City, BA 8718 as City Flyer to Lima. Cruising altitude 31,000 feet. I think we could do that, but it seems a bit high, but that's not the end of the world. Hour and 20 on the clock, departure in approximately 22 minutes. Flying, not an A340, I wish. Flying an RJ100 with 108 passengers on board. No entertainment, no Wi-Fi, so aircraft's too small for it. No body music, we've got British Airways safety briefing, which I'll be using. Yes, snacks, no tools, customers not required, flight numbers will continue. And with that, passenger starts boarding. So, that's all doing its thing. Can't touch the cargo, I'm afraid, so I'll have to leave without it. The next time we fly, I'll try to figure out if there's something I may have missed for the cargo loading. It should just be a case of type and enter. No 388 flights in Dread. Flyby currently doing one for add-on. Yes, to we are using Volanta. That all looks good. Wyatt, sort of noise collision. Ouch. Oh, good luck with that, dude. Good luck with that. Right, so done the weights, done the fuel pump, done the APU start. FMS is APU is active. Next is the flight management set up. Flight plan: Echo Golf Papa Hotel to Echo Golf Lima Charlie. Grab the routing today. Our first waypoint is Go Sam. From that, we fly the Papa 600 to Phoenix. Whoops, what's going to do that, is it? Okay, delete that. F-A-N-I-K. Then it's the Lima 612. And that takes us to L-Bus. Let that load. Yeah, spacing is off of the default MSFS database, so it's going to be a little bit slow. Uniform 612. Yeah, a little bit slow, but it's not the end of the world, really. The only problem I've got is I haven't updated my database yet from Navigraph, so I better pick that one up. Uniform 612, that takes us to Listo. And that's going to be our flight plan. Departing runway 24 on the Go Sound 1 Charlie departure. Letting the Listo 1 Charlie approach runway 09. So we do get to fly over London city centres today. That's the fun approach. Be sure to navigate around that. Activates the radios on and on. Down here we're going to turn on the yaw damper. Turn on the brake temperature. So we can monitor that and plug in our aircraft ID, which is Charlie Foxtrot, Echo, get Charlie Echo Echo, haven't I? Sorry, clear that, clear that. Charlie Foxtrot, Echo to Lima. Into that, so the ATC will be able to terminal check off us back to the ATC FID. That'd be our score because we've got that. Right, flight directors on and on. Switch GPS over to RNAV. Going to done the VHF radio, done the ATC call sign. Right, let's tune Edinburgh. Let's grab our ATC first, then tune Edinburgh, and then get ourselves prepared for departure. So, hopefully Edinburgh ATIS is working.
Winds 280 variable 230 to 320 at 4 knots visibility 10. Kilometers temperature 18 degrees Celsius dew point 8 degrees Celsius altimeter 10. 18 sky clear. Winds 280 variable 230 to 320 at 4 knots visibility 10. Kilometers temperature 18 degrees Celsius dew point 8 degrees.
So for us is information Echo, relatively clear skies, plus visibility, clouds at 5,000 feet, temperature 20, dew point 8, with information Echo being the active. Let's contact Edinburgh now. Let's get our clearance out. So Edinburgh are currently on 118.705. Panel from that is up here. 118.705. Stand 17, type RJ 100. Good evening, Edinburgh Tower. This is CityFly 2 Lima stand 17 with information Echo, type RJ 100, requesting clearance to London City.
Fly to Lima, information echoes correct. Cleared London City, Ghost on 1 Charlie departure, squawk 1034.
City Flyer to Lima is cleared to destination city. Just be by the Ghost Sound 1 Charlie departure, talking 1034. Now, of course, it's actually Flyer on City Flyer.
Fly to Lima, correct.
Just confirm that 2 seconds.
Final,
yeah, of course, mine's Flyer, so I'll just drop the city this time. Nicholas, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How you doing today? Welcome, Alfie.
124, Palit 26.
Going to set our charts off as well, so grab the airport charts for Edinburgh. Grab the SID charts, go to 1 Charlie 1 Delta Echo, 1 Charlie 1 Delta Departures. Takes out to the 24, was it? Okay, it's pretty simple, just park straight out, make a left hand turn into Go Sam. Initial climb will be 6,000 feet, so 6,000 sets. Ground aircraft does not have the fancy auto throttles, so I'm going to do that manually today. It's not the end of the world. Everything activates for our own reference. Now goes, hey guys, towards our flight. VHF now goes on to standby, and let us, at this point, pretty much get ourselves ready for departure. The DC pump will come on, which is over here. AC pump set to auto. PT comes on. Heating can come on. And anti-skids also come on. Anti-skids, auto spoilers, and then the lift spoilers. Brake pads goes automatic, just in case we need those as well. Yeah, at this point, the APU active, everything's good to go. Passengers boarded. We can close the stairs and doors. Check we are on a parking brake.
East open by Alpha, Mike and Sierra.
Well, it's a good thing we checked that. Close the doors, get rid of the chocks, and that should prepare ourselves for our departure. Set doors closed, please. There we go. So centre of gravity is a little bit far forward. Hopefully once we're in the air we can start burning some fuel just to get that back a bit. Confirm again, we can't do any cargo, which is really annoying. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do it, but I'm not allowed to do it. Yeah, cool, that's all good to go. No need for charts, no need for map, no need for flight planning, everything else should be pretty much good to go. So you got the map page for now. Right, so at this point we've got the aircraft prepared, we are on APU, descent from the ground, beacon lights can come on, and let's prepare for push and starts. Fly to Lima 717, it... Come on. Fly to Lima 717 is ready for push and start.
Fly to Lima, squawk 1034.
Yeah, I forgot about that. 10. 1034. Into that. 034. And we're just disconnected. Give me 2 seconds to pop back online, hopefully. There we go. 1034, fly to Lima. Please plan our pushback. Pushing and facing north is pretty much the guarantee for this one. So back we go. And the left hand turn onto this taxiway here. Trying to double check reaching the frequency. In 2 seconds. It's still online. Connection's gone white. There we go. They're back to blue, so you should talk to them now. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. 1034, fly to Lima.
Fly to Lima, thank you very much. Stand 17, push and start approved.
Push start approved. Flyer to Lima. Thank you very much. Right, so got our pushback clearance. We are good to go. Tungsten connects the aircraft. Beacon lights are on. separates from the ground, running on the APU power. Let's prepare the engine starter. So I'm going to move that master switch into the on position, set the starter to number 4, and as soon as we get clearance on the ground, we'll then switch up engines 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushback mod is Toolbar Pushback Fat Chef, Toolbar Pushback available on Flights Not 2. Slight better pushback, like I explain, but just works on the MSFS. Very, very good tool, do highly recommend it. And yes, very excited for the 40th anniversary updates, Mike and AvGeek. Very, very good for us to look forward to the next couple of weeks. Pilots playing off 2 cancellations. Ouch. Ouch. Not the easiest way to get there, I must admit. But glad you got there, dude.
Parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Right. Lifting the aircraft. Lifting the aircraft. This it from the ground. Let us get going. I should have the rest of the fuel pumps also active.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Yeah, we'll start in
Right,
sequence.
let's get out of it, shall we? Kendall, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. Being clear to start. Engine 4 starts. Watch the N2. So that's ready to go. Now hit around 18. Starts the fuel flow. Engine 4 fuel flow starts. Now start to increase. As will the temperature, as will the N1. Yeah, I do like the, again, this is the old BAE safety briefing. Don't have the new one, because I just much prefer the, much prefer this one. Never known the song, Ode to Flower, something like that. Flower Duet, that's the one, Flower Duet. Always likes the old BAE one. Right, engine 3 starts.
Good evening, Edinburgh Tower.
3 fuel flow starts.
175. Requesting IFR clearance to London Stansted.
Ooh, flight out Stansted, very good. Where's it Finnair? Ah, it's one of the BA aircraft they've leased, is it? Possibly.
You couldn't hear my flight number or you can't see my flight.
Finnair 175, could you just confirm your aircraft type for me and the stand number?
Engine 2 starts. Parking brake sets.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Oof. Bit of a drop.
You may disconnect.
Heck of a drop, that.
Pin has been removed. See you at the side.
Especially there's no
Holding position waiting.
profiles for the
Thank you and
E146. There we go. Cool, they just dropped the aircraft like a rock. Engine 2 fuel flow start, sorry. And then altering for engine 1. Complimentary drinks, bottle of water, British Airways, bottle of water, and this time there'll be a packet of crisps. Ready salted crisps. Right, engine looking good. Sets the speed to 250 knots. And engine 1 starts. The N1 increase, N2 increase. Engine 1 fuel flow starts. It's a beautiful aircraft, this. About the BA-146. Beautiful, beautiful airplane. Wish I could fly at some point. I know there's a few of them still in operation in parts of the world. Sadly though, not commercially in the UK anymore. It's a bit of a rare sight. Closest you'll get in the UK is a Dornier 228 jets. Sorry, Dornier 328 jets. But at the moment, the flight they fly on out of the city is currently suspended, so we'll have to wait and see what the future brings for that one.
In some areas, you release the mask by pulling on this coloured streamer. If you're in a Club World sleeper seat, you may need to...
Right, that's the engines active, so that comes off, that comes off, APU generator off, whoops, oh boy. If I did it the right way around, that would help. Right, engine starts off, engines off, activates the fuel pumps, activates the generators, that's probably helpful, you'd think. Now switch APU off, GPU generator off. Come on, Drawyah, you should know better than this. Check the ECAM, nothing's lit apart from the flight recorder and parking brake, which are linked, and the brake fan is also set to on, not a problem. Right, let's taxi, shall we? Fly to Lima is ready to taxi.
Fly to Lima, taxi via Mike and Alpha, hold at Delta 1, doing H101.
Taxiing via Mike and Alpha for holding for Delta 1, and it's going to H1018 for Flyer to Lima. Before I forget, I haven't set my departure yet, so I agree with departure. It's runway 24. Need to go to 1 Charlie departure. Perfect. Parking brake released. Taxi lights on. Taxi lights are down. No, where are they? Never remember the lighting panel for everything here.
We're ready for departure.
Right, taxi lights. Actually, are they the ones that are down here? Taxi lights, taxi lights, taxi lights. Never remember where you are. That comes on the standby. So I remember where taxi lights are in this aeroplane. Because the lights are all over the place in this thing. Runway inspection, emergency lights on, fasten seat up. So there's a land. The land lights are up, and then these are taxi lights down. Yes, yes it is.
175, radio check.
175, Edinburgh Tower, readability.
Welcome, Turismo.
Okay, finally, so...
Yeah, Americano, welcome. East Coast Canadian, welcome. How's it going? Not too bad today, not too bad.
Airbus A320.
Taking our good old
175, just confirm it's A320
for a
or the
trip.
EA variant.
Just A320.
Cabin lights will begin for departure and
Need to taxi down. Mike
there's a reason light on the panel above.
onto Alpha, holding at Delta to make a right on the end of the taxiway. Welcome, Andre, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats.
London Stansted, go Sam 1 Charlie departure.
10th departure.
Squawk 3007.
Since gravity's a little bit forward today, so bear that in mind when doing the rotate today. Hopefully once we get ourselves airborne, the aircraft should also basically trim itself for us. We can do some minor trim adjustments now.
We are crested, Stansted YR, goes up 1 Charlie departure, squawking at 3007.
Both departure about 3 minutes. We're on time as it stands for departure.
175, the readback is correct. Information Foxtrot is current and QNH 1018. You have disappeared from my radar base. I'm not sure if you've disconnected from the network.
Taxi routes, use charts for that.
Oh, that's
This is
great.
Navigraph, that's our aeroplane.
Taxi
Taxi down Mike, making a right now onto Alpha,
begin.
holding Delta 1 to the end of the taxiway here. So always refer to charts. Also, always refer to the sides, the yellow plaques as well, because that also gives you the taxiways you're flying to as well. So you can see right now we're on Alpha. It's the left or right hand turn onto Delta from this point on. So refer to your charts and refer to the plaques on the side of the taxiway. How do you see the routes? You just link all the letters together, really. Nice and simple.
Fly to Lima from Delta 1, the wind is 0, correction, the wind 280 degrees, 4 knots, runway 24, clear takeoff.
From Delta, clear for takeoff, runway 24, fly to Lima, thank you very much. Guys, how you doing? Welcome to Channel Chats. How are you today? Got a takeoff clearance, so we're going to activate the landing lights. Strobe lights can also come on, which is that one. Make a left. Transponder comes on. Good evening, Owen. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chat. How are you today, dude? So we've got a takeoff clearance. We are good to go. Right, take off. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure. Engine 1 through 4 stable. All checked. There we go. Airspeed live.
Speed alive, both sides. 80 knots across
80 knots.
V1.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotates.
V2.
V2.
Positive rate of climb, gear up.
Gear up.
VFTO, safe height speed, slow to flaps.
Flight Lima, nothing further, so
Flaps. Over to Nikon 122.8 for Flyer to Lima. Thank you for service. Take care. Good evening. Right, so flaps are up. Continuing climb out. Make a left hand turn, just get ourselves. Actually, I need to tell you that. This aircraft should go on course. So the nav, that confirm it. Yeah, okay. Slight left hand turn, get ourselves to the flight path. Need to reduce throttle slightly. Not going to overpower the engines. No further ATC, so we're giving now clearance to climb well beyond the 6,000 feet set. Again, flight level 310 seems a bit higher in my opinion, but if that's what the airplane wants, this is what the flight plan reads, that's what we have to go for. So 31,000 set. At this point we'll this is the aircraft, all looking good. Pitch nose down slightly, in fact that's pretty much good for us anyway. Autopilot's on. Our nav is active. Climb on the max speed, and altitude I should eventually hold at our level 310. Again, down as some aircraft have it automatically, some don't. If you can't see it, because the aircraft doesn't have it. Passing through 7,000 feet, standard altimeter set, 1013, 2992. Altimeter standard, continue climb.
Signal 1, this is ready for taxi.
I'll show you onto Unicom.
175, taxi there, Foxtrot 1, Alpha, hold it, Delta.
Apologies, the stream's a little bit laggy today. For some reason my internet's been really droppy. I don't quite know why. It's not the end of the world, it's still running relatively smooth. But every so often a few frames just drop out. Would you recommend the aircraft? Absolutely British, absolutely. It's one of the few aircraft in the that says really underrated. The only reason it's underrated is because it came out just for the A320 and the A320 and the 737, so as a result it never got a proper run. Same as the MD-80. Fair enough, its price is a little bit off, but it's still a very good aircraft, the MD. One I do very much enjoy flying. We shall continue our climb out. So it's a left-hand turn next couple of miles. Actually, do fly over the south of Glasgow if I like this turn. What we can do is increase the speed to say 280 knots for now. Reset the Mach. Push nose down slightly. And focus on the speed increase of the aeroplane. Increase throttle again if we need to, but not to be too excessive on that. while we're here, just go now to sit back, relax, and enjoy the initial part of this flight. Welcome, Thug Duck, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How you doing today, dude? Hope you're keeping alright. Welcome on, how you doing? Everything sent to buy, flashing 250 on add-ons, not sure your bank account would like you very much. Yeah, certainly the same from my end. Download IVAO, metal, can't see traffic, any fixes. Check the website, make sure that you're in an airport which has traffic. Not every airport's busy all the time, so make sure the airport you're flying at is, well, actually has aircraft at it. Just depends on the time of day you fly. Flying kind of on the mid of the weekend, it's quite busy. Flying say Tuesday midnight, don't expect much in the way of aircrafts. Like I was with the website, we're also going to check out where the ATC is and where the aircraft are also flying out to. So now we're going to hit the south of Glasgow. From there, left hand turn, and that'll guide us over to the well, to the south towards London. About 20,000 feet. We'll make this left hand turn first at the aircraft bank, complete the turn, and at Phoenix we'll then turn off the seatbelt sign and give passengers back to their freedoms. So nice and steady climb. Only about 200 knots. Probably try and get that nose down slightly. It's one thing I don't quite fully understand the pitch control of the aeroplane, but it's one of the things that I'm sure eventually, enough practice, I'll figure out what I'm doing. I think it indicates this for me to set. Yeah, that's the one. So I'll now push up to 280 knots. Nose down slightly, reduce the rate of climb, and focus more on the aircraft's speed over its rate of climb. More like it. I think, I hope, we wish. Must be something by the time we get to 31,000, the aircraft will level off and sit up anyway from that. Jets on, busy airport causing any traffic, don't know what you did wrong. Not sure that I'm afraid to care, speak to support about that. There's a left hand turn, welcome to south of Glasgow. Very beautifully done. So I've been to Glasgow 3 times now. I've been to Edinburgh once. 2 cities, to say Glasgow, definitely my preferred spot. Everyone says Edinburgh's a great place. Glasgow can be a bit dingy wherever you go, but for me personally, no, I quite like the more industrial side of Glasgow. It's more, I don't know, it's hard to describe. I do prefer Glasgow over Edinburgh. Sorry, Edinburghans. It's just the way it goes for me. That being said, my trip to Scotland will be to Edinburgh. I'm going to go see a show. It's Fringe later this year. I think it's I'm going. I think it's July. I'm going. Double check. Is the door open or closed? Door is open. Yeah. Sorry, passengers. Just need to let's do that. Very nice. Got one more left-hand turn to come at Phoenix. As soon as we complete this turn, we'll then switch the seatbelt signs off and let passengers have their freedoms back. From that point on, it's about an hour and 10 to London. Crowds obviously approach, get ourselves the route configured, and then it's time to predict the top of descent. Because again, I still have no idea about the pitch control of the airplane. Which will be I hope as part of that. I'm sure there's a way. Again, there's a switch somewhere that I can play around with. I don't think it was trim. That's it, pitch up and down. I think for every tap I do, it's about 100 feet. So again, if I plan top descent, 2,000 feet per minute, 250 knots, and then try and calculate the appropriate top descent for this approach. Likewise, if I don't want to do the maths, I can get Volanta to support me, so I'm just going to get my screenshot. And what I can then do is just go to map settings, show the estimated top descent, set that my descent rate will be to 1,800 feet per minute. Get to cruise and give me a marker for top descent, which in this occasion is out here. Ooh. Is it going to send us to Jacko, really? Or is it really? Or is it an approach? And if it's what it wants, it also goes to list though, sorry. Let me press the charts with these, so close that, get rid of the charts now. Right, non-city approach. Again, I don't know why it's not working. Should do the cookies later. Right, non-city approach charts. 09 approach. That's all fine. Coming by Alkin. So we need to fly to the south. Everything. I guess it makes sense for Heathrow traffic. Star, Listo 1 Charlie. Yeah, no, fair enough. So Listo, all the way around to Jacko. Jacko then links into Alkin. Alkin then Palit if required. Otherwise, get ourselves onto approach into the guide slope. That's the end of the world, that's fine. Cool, no touch shots required. I will not be able to do this bit since the ORBX doesn't include it. Therefore, I'm required to backtrack the runway later on. Right, so that's our approach planned. Now it's time to configure it. So arrival, we've made a time, haven't we? The answer is yes. So seatbelts off. Seatbelts off. That's all executed. It should just sit into the flight plan without any problems. Yeah, goes for yeah, news continuities, that's all fine. We'll probably end up just vectoring the final bit of the approach anyway, just for the sake of getting us in. Right. At this point, wrap up cruise, got the expected approach all configured. Let's go through the cabin, let's go through see our passengers, let's see who's on board the flight. Any names recognised, give us a shout, and we'll look at their stats. So far looking pretty sad. Quite a few reads on board, so I know Jared will read, hopefully he doesn't make a return anytime soon. A couple of post people on board as well as what their surnames, but for the most part a mix of English and some Scots. Got a read on board. No, not really. Another read on board. No other names I recognise. Nobody that stands out to me today. Three way through cabin. Go back to 2 seats was really the aeroplane, but the BA-146 is a very wide aeroplane for its short little stumpy body, and that made it really good for its aerodynamics. Very short, held the capacity of a relatively large regional aircraft. 3 way through seating. Goes back to 2 seats towards the very back. And as a result, a very popular aeroplane, one of the best selling in the British aviation markets. I think the best selling aircraft from Britain is the British Northern Islander. I think this came second or third for the UK stuff, so always a very popular aeroplane. And that's outsold what I was expected to do. 30,000 feet. Aircraft should hold at 31,000. Can just remind it needs to do that if we need to. Then kind of see where it goes from there. Just pitch those up ever so slightly. It's close enough. 3,900. I guess it does require a little bit of management. There, I'm afraid I can't pronounce your name. But it's not the most. It's not the most difficult in the world. Once you get the basics, once you practice it a few times, it is a joy to fly this. It really is. 8 external Concorde below 22 and see if you make on your landing. Reduce the throttles pretty much. Reduce throttles and slow down early, pretty much. Try to better secure the Concorde. But again, when you learn the basics, it's not the most difficult thing in the world to fly. It's certainly a challenge, but it's not impossible. Right, out the approach. So it's 11.15. The heading of 092, so set up now. 11115. Set. Same for you. 11115. Actually, if this does anything, but I'll set it. Course 0902. 092 on standby. Hopefully, just to the airport, should give us a DME. Depends how far from the airport we are. Hopefully, that works. Decision heights, ready altimeter. Don't have to the altimeter, but it gets at the altitude for minimums. that for us is going to be 431. Okay, leave it at that. So you get me on position. Cool. So, still fun apparently. Not as fast as cruise ever. Let me see if I try and pitch the nose down slightly. Just to remind it, I'll be cruising at 3-1 today. Where's the climbing aeroplanes? Let me go, please. Okay, I'm not expecting to be AE146. No aircraft that do fly better than this. Come on, just remind it what we're doing. For a shallow descent, just to keep the airplane steady. There we go. Cool. Yeah, not too bad today, Monolith. Not doing too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chats. Ping list Edinburgh, very good. It's rather small. It is smaller. Duck. It's a regional aeroplane. 3x3 seating. It makes it quite stubby for its body. It does its job. Well, it did its job and did its job pretty well again. Not a very common aeroplane anymore. One that's been slowly retiring around the world. Are there European operators left? I don't think so. Most part of this aircraft has disappeared from the old society. Is an all better pushback mod? What do you plan pushback? It's so on X-Plane it's better pushback. On MSFS it's Toolbar Pushback. Better pushback for Microsoft Flight for X-Plane. Toolbar Pushback for Microsoft Flight Sim. Get that nose down, aeroplane. Just keep climbing for me. I don't need to climb. I want you to descend. Woo, a bit much descent, but no, that'll do. Keep yourself steady. Get yourself back to 31,000. Let's go through on Unicom. Watching the speed there, sorry. A bit fast. There's no throttle, so just throttle, keep yourself steady, make sure the airplane's not going too excessive over the speeds. Cruise at around 800 for the throttles, that'll do for me now. Top of descent, aim for 250 knots, and pitch nose down by about, well, similar rates 1,800, that's what that matters for us. Welcome Regal, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat, say didn't say dude, San Diego, no problem with the answer. About 8 miles an hour for the next waypoint, ground speed 439 knots, so doing pretty good for cruise, aircraft's definitely going steady. Up slot Manchester left hand side, just the altitude hold next to the aircraft. Well, we do, problem is we're above altitude, so we're at 31,000 now. Well, 31,300, should be at 31,000 on the dot, so hopefully the aircraft should just automatically switch to the altitude when we hit 31,000. If not, then we'll just need to make actually alarm sets. Hopefully that should just switch over to automatically when we get there. Half 31,000, and then use the throttle to adjust the speed when we're at cruise. It's hands-on, very, very hands-on, so bear with me. We'll need to work it all out. Watch the altitude, watch the... There we go, perfect, that's what I wanted. That's the localizer, that's the glide slope when it hits the top of the descent in London. Good, good, good. Flying on IVAO, Mika, flying on IVAO. Martin, not too bad today, so far so good. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing alright, dude. As you can see, we're a little bit bumpy on the altitude there, a bit of a curved profile for that, but we are at 31 now. Aircraft will hold itself steady, thank you very much. We still slightly more, get into the back to the 800s. Yeah, this went pretty good. So it's the extended approach path we need to make sure that we're prepared for. So do fly over the east coast. In fact, a lot of flight plans just like, boom, Edinburgh to Glasgow, head south. Milton Keynes, cut across the east of England, over the English Channel, and then south into a city. Bit of an extended flight path, but it is what's required for the airport operations. But if you go fly London City, it is runway 09 for approach today. Welcome Jonathan, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. How are you doing? Good, done with your tests, seems a lot of time flights in soon, very, very good dudes. You enjoy the summer. I remember my school summer holidays after the GCSEs. The longest summer holiday you'll ever get. When you're off to sixth form or college, or off to work I guess, for some of you. We're flying over Blackpool very shortly. To remind myself where I am, and the answer is no actually. Oh no. Yeah, no, Blackpool's just further south. So fly over Blackpool, cut across Manchester, swap the airport again. Of course, for Manchester Airport's the airport we fly over the most in this flight sim, it really is. And then start thinking about the approach into Heathrow at some point. Sorry, approaching the city at some point soon. Fingers crossed, we might get controller at London City. If not, we'll just Unicom the rest of the way in. It's not the end of the world. To quickly bit work. So far so good. We'll be peak districts now. Rolling mountains for hundreds of miles around us. Next time to us is going to be Ambleside, Windermere just south of here. Kendal, not too far from us either. There you are, Kendal. I didn't watch D-Day Remembrance on June 6th on Freight Transport. No, I did not. He's right by next Scottish border the other week in Haggerston. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I've been to Haggerston. I've been through it a couple of times. That's a good scenery out in that area. Martin, you're in university already. Being third year for law school. Very good. Maybe you could be my channel lawyer if I ever need it. While drinking, Diego, bottle of water. Do fly from London Barbados. At some point we'll see Rejaw. I mean, if I've done a flight once, especially a long distance one, I probably won't do it again. London to New York and reverse is the only exception to that, on the 747. Yeah, I'll do the Concorde, but if I've already done London to Barbados, I think I'll do it again anytime soon. As of course, IVAO events. That requires it. nice and peace and quiet. Aircraft's looking good. We'll have a quick cruise. Just nice and relaxed for us today. Must be having cost quite a bit of money. Well, my main hobby is flying and going on holiday in real life, to be fair. So yeah, it does cost a bit of money. Flight sims has been the second for me. Real flying is always first. But finding the right deals, right prices for everything, it's generally not too bad. EFP comes with the airplane, right? Comes with the airplane. Yoke, the Boeing TCA yoke from Thrustmaster I use for the yokes. Down there's Blackpool. There's Blackpool Airport. And Manchester, Liverpool, just a bit further south of there. Yes, Miko, but I'm using that sim. I use IVAO, so I'll take what I get. Toby's Velocity, I've heard good things about it. Do enjoy it, dude. It's the cabin, got 4 cabin crew on board. I don't know if there's an next service now, so I found out they're crisps and bottles of water. Just going down the cabin, check the passengers, make sure everything is okay. So again, it's a very smart layout for regional aircraft. This short and stubby, 3x3 seating, ensures that everyone gets into quite a small body. Allows for both style performance and the approach in the city. I'm just moving that's in. Nothing, I just stopped using it. Will not have a preference because I prefer IVAO. Could you fly a real jumbo? Probably not, Nathan. Probably not. A real jumbo takes lots of skill and practice. A flight sim jumbo takes a few buttons to click and mess around. It does come with liveries and yes, comes with quite a few liveries. Although British Airways is the aircraft that flies this route, and therefore fly British Airways today. Welcome, Jacob. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chats. How are you today? Comes with the airplane, Captain Ray. I told you that the first time. Pay attention. That's why I just mute you. How much you land estimated? 51 minutes according to passengers, and based on the ETA, 2007 Zulu. So we're about 15 plus 7. So we're about 22, 23 minutes from landing as the crow flies. But bear in mind it's quite an extended approach what it takes. So I'll say yeah, about just under an hour to landing. At this point, just under an hour to landing. It's going to look quite an interesting approach path, can take us a long way around, but ultimately that's the requirements of this airport we're going to fly to. How you doing? Watched you live streams a year ago. It's had that much time for it lately. Yeah, not too bad, Martin. But it's good to see you again in chat. It's been has been a while, dude. I do remember you from the good old days. But nah, with COVID kind of disappearing slowly, still there, but not as active. It's a case of yeah, back to school, back out again. In your case, law school. Don't worry, dude, life always gets priority. If it means you never see his channel again, I'm glad you're here, dude. Always appreciate the support, but life comes first. Life always comes first. So best luck with your law school, dude. And again, thanks for checking in. It's glad to see you again. Could you do a flight out of Cluj Napoca? I can do it at some point, Andre. Quite a good airport actually, Cluj. Good bit of scenery around that, so at some point probably schedule a flight in there, no problem. Yes, so rocket cruise and kill the throttle a little bit speedy. To the fuel amounts to set aircraft quickly as well. Whoops. I don't think it's got the. There we go. But no, I can't zoom in apparently. What's happened there? Zoom. Oh, sorry. I can't zoom apparently anymore. Very strange. These are not worked out. Total fuel on board. Left and right, that's our fuel flow. No, that's sensors. Not. Oh, sorry, sensor tank. Okay, no, so ignore me. Just ignore me. Sorry, no sensor tank fuel, and then both just over half. That's fine. Then sorry, ignore me. Ignore me. Yes, consider the answer to the aircraft plane code. Here's our BAE 146 today. Up at cruise, flying high. This is a very smart little airplane, this. Football combat sports. Boys in blue. Chelsea fan. Oops, that's the overspeed alarm. Okay, just got to make sure our speed. So I doesn't have auto throttle, so make sure everything is not running too highly. That should do 85 to 86 will do for now. Yes, Drawyah designer creating a Newark. I do need to check out Rzeszów at some point. That's my so Rzeszów is my local airport in Poland for my grandparents' place. They have finally released it on Microsoft Flight Sim, so that I'm hoping to do a stream out during the weekend. Cause it's a big airport for me. It's like a family local, so got to showcase it. Yeah, Newark's going to be pretty good. Again, Drawyah design. They're not the biggest developer in the world, but their sceneries have always been top point really. Absolutely adore those guys. They're some of the best. Some of the best. Yeah, Airplane's a pretty good film. Don't know if, well, if it was on board, that was a different experience, I guess. I Polish, I'm half Polish from World Aviation, half Polish from my mother's side. Tak, Diego, nie mówię po polsku. Nie mówiłem, nie rozumiem wszystkiego, nie mówię dużo. Moje polsku nie jest bardzo dobre. Nie mówił mało. Nothing in this aircraft has level throttle, it does not. Musubu Shark? Musubu Shark. No. Slight CRJ, no auto throttle, you haven't spent any cranking the throttles into rapid cruise. Again, the more you fly, the more you find that sweet spot. 86.5 seems to be kind of the about the average for this airplane. Welcome if England, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. How are you doing today, dude? Hope you're keeping alright. Now flying over Manchester. Let's go to the airports. Landmarks. Yes, the A310 from Any build, so they're coming with that as part of the 40th anniversary updates. It's looking really, really good, that. I mean, I remember they announced it first of all, also with the payware products. Nope, coming with the Sims default, so very, very excited for it. Again, it's nice to see free updates on the way too. Free aircraft that everyone can enjoy, not just the payware market all the time. Again, the DC-3 is the other one I've really eyed on that one as well. The DC-3, I can't remember the developer who's putting it together, but it's as good as some of the classic DC-3s in Flight Sim. Should be another big game changer, that. Right, if you're fortunately heading from East Spencer to Tora, very good. There's us. I'm matching to an Embraer because I can't find. Well, there's no BAE-146 I'm matching. Surprise, surprise. So let's see how the flights are route Monday. So if you're on X-Plane right now, or flights right now on IVAO, you'll be able to see an Embraer. In reality, it'll be BAE-146 just hopping along right now. So it won't perform like an Embraer, that's for sure. Oh yeah, historical aircraft, especially Hayden. The Microsoft Flights in 2004 list was great because it had everything from the Wright Flyer through to the 747. Just missed out on the A380, but I'm sure if it came out on time, probably would have got that. Yes, helicopters as well, Mike. So High Performance Group no longer the sole provider of the old helos. Get something built into sim now as well. Should be pretty good for the future. Yeah, that was a big announcement, wasn't it? Default helicopters. Finally in flight sim. Phone charge, sorry, 2 seconds. Of course, warm in this room, I must say. I mean, my computer's acting like a really big radiator. The heat definitely increases. Sweating like anything now. So that room's not the most it's a well insulated room. Heat is nowhere to really escape. So good in the winter, in the summer, oof, not so comfy. We're just over halfway there now. Making good progress. Welcome to Live from Greece. You work in Missilots. We're up at cruising now, dude. Also, welcome. Thanks for the comments on the channel recently, dude. You're a superstar. We're up at cruise. Nothing much to go, really. Top of 10, not for a few more minutes. So, we've got plenty of time, dude. Another 45 minutes or so to expected landing. Although, I think there are a few minutes ahead of schedule. I'm from the UK, Captain, right? I am from the UK. London, England. London town. Give me an officer's price point. How do you compare to PMDG? So it's probably not as high def as the PMDG, so that's in regards to the FMS being a little more... Was that not? Hang on. I haven't fulfilled it yet. IS-29, that's via the... Good thing I checked that. This is their 1 Charlie approach. Good thing I checked. Transition, Alkin or City? Let's have a look. Alkin's here. City is... Yeah, go by Alkin. Does it work? Execute that. Probably wide assume continuities. Right, Netapedic. Does it route in 2 seconds. Jacko to Alkin. Again, if we need to do any checks through, we can do that. Okay, another I don't quite remember how to use an aeroplane is the route checks. So we should now be flying direct to apparently. I'm just going to do that instead, so force it to TixX. Actually a little bit off course well apparently. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Right, so yeah, I don't know actually know how to do the routes check. Let's go step by step. So we shall just wing it. How do we PMG 737 comparisons to the Phoenix? The Phoenix is definitely, I'd say, the superior airplane, as the 737 is missing out on the EFB tablets, but that's coming soon with PMDG. But again, both high quality aircraft, both simulate what they're simulating very, very well, so I'll probably give... Well, if the Phoenix is a 10, the PMDG is a 9. They're very, very good airplanes. Yeah, so it's not super advanced BAE in terms of, well, it's not as advanced as the 737 A320, the BAE, but in terms of systems and everything, it is a very good airplane and one I would highly recommend. Where you pick it up, it's on the Just Flight store, Captain Ray. I don't know if it's on Marketplace or not, but I know for a fact it's on the Just Flight store. Where are you going, airplane? I think it's odd. Okay, it's odd apparently. Not quite what I had in mind, but it's what it's doing. It's what it's doing. Welcome MSFS, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How are you today? So what I think I've actually done is gone from, well, so you're a little bit off course there. The aircraft tried to adjust itself to this waypoints, and now it's going to jumps to oval instead, so a little bit away from our flight plan, but not the end of the world. If anything, probably saves us a few minutes, that. I have to say, you can find Navigraph when you could pay for charts that you wanted. As it stands, minutes which are a tad expensive. Fair enough. Have got a graphics issue? Nope, no graphics issues, Oliver. All looking pretty smooth for my parts. Not shooting pilots or real pilot Yusuf, I'm just a fan. A flight fan. It's all a hobby for me. Welcome, Zap Gaming. It's been a while, man. How are you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back, dude. It's been too long, too long. Well, the airplane, I presume, knows where it's going now, so we'll leave it as it is. Moderate the flight plan. Then if the top is kind of on top of the the waypoint where we've reached it, and then kind of go from there. So most likely end up flying over Luton Airport or Stansted Airport, both from the path then. Speak German? Afraid not, Diego. Afraid not. Yeah, it's been a while, dude. Welcome back. Welcome. It's been, what, a year and a half, 2 years now? Let's continue. So we're pretty enjoying our sunset approaching to today. Sun should kind of just be above the horizon, but not really much in it by the time we get down. How easy it is to pick up? It's got a steep learning curve than the most modern aircraft drop, but the more you fly it, the more you do get a hang of it. So is it complicated? Certainly can be. Is it impossible? No, definitely not. What I've got to remember this time is when I'm on the final approaching city, when we do touch down, keep that nose down, Drawyah. Do not lift that nose. Keep it down, keep it down, keep it down. That's what I did last time wrong. I just want to go up in the air again, but had to give it a push. Screenshots. Not use Preset Pro Turismo, not even seen much about it, I'm afraid, so I can't give any opinion on it. Welcome, Typhoons, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. It's not there to jump in and push a few buttons. Yeah, not one of those East Coast, you are right. It's one that requires you to be a little more patient with it. Starting with the throttle, keep it going, and then eventually, when you get a hang of things, you're good to go pretty much, but initially, give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Like that. A bit fast apparently, the throttle also kept up, I must admit. Down a bit. Speed drop, and then readjust the throttles as required. as you burn fuel, we get lighter. As you get lighter, aircraft runs away a bit more, so keep it steady, Drawyah. Keep it steady. We also have hit our top descent now, so we quickly mark onto Unicom that we're going to start our descent. So this is 1 Charlie, inbound from the east eventually. Be an IS approach. Hello ladies and gentlemen, updates from the flight deck. We've just started our top of descent and should be landing at London City in approximately 35 minutes. We hope you enjoyed the flight so far. Let's start out on the weather. Right now in London, temperatures are reportedly at around 20 degrees centigrade with clear skies all around. Thank you for flying British Airways City Flyer. We hope you've enjoyed the flight so far. If you need to use toilets, please do so now. Free to prepare the aircraft for landing. And just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your flights. Once again, we've just hit top descent and shall be landing in approximately 35 minutes. Thank you very much. So just aim for around 2,000 feet per minute. A little bit shallower than that, really. And just monitor the speed, keep the aircraft in a relatively steady path. Make the left hand turn, get us back onto the course, and follow the star route around. Around Bedford now. We've got London City control on, thank you very much. Whoa, that's a bit of turbulence right there. Oh, very bit of heavy turbulence. Come on, aeroplane, keep it steady. Keep it steady. Right, part of me feels like a slight early descent, but again, city's not too far, so keep it going. Welcome back, Ashley. How are you doing? A380's not come out yet, Xav. I've heard about I've not heard about Skyguard over Swiss airspace yet. What's happened there over Muka? Okay, so small adjustments, get back onto the course. That's no problem. So yeah, we get to these final waypoints. As soon as we get to what's the target? So we get to Alkin, we'll do a manual heading of 270, right? And then we're crofting around like that. So heading. There's a heading select. So I can pitch those up a little bit more, so it's going to be a little bit too much in the centre, I think. Where's that? Oh, right. No, it's the course. Ah, heading, okay. Cool, so 270, switch over to manual heading when we get to that point, which is that button. Passing 27,000 feet. We'll do at some point do a 747 flight, Dazer. That'll be the next big jet I fly, probably. Haven't started routes yet, but it will happen. Welcome, Waddlin, how are you doing? Channel chats. Sky Guy's got technical issues because the whole airspace is closed for a bit of time. Expectation that's going to go. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully things get back to normal very shortly, especially when it comes to aviation. See the last deals go down, really. Not sure. Don't know about the extra routes yet. So when it comes out, I'll do a bit more research on kind of the routes and flights. First, we've got to do is learn the aeroplane, but we'll see. We'll wait for it to release first, and then we'll see. Fingers crossed, it gets an A32X treatment, so someone goes and. Then again, any sim already know if they're quality aircraft anyway. So does it really need the treatments? We'll see. We'll see. That's what's going to be A32X. Nope. Not particularly yet. Xav, PC was always going to be the top platform for mods. If you expected consoles to top the mods, I'm afraid you were mistaken from day one. Don't look about. Don't know about much planes. Cars to move because the wheels turn. How's plane fly? Engines. Engines and thrust. Engines and thrust. These magical things. Suck in air. Make a high speed. Blow it out the back. And lift around the wings. Keeps the airplane airborne. I'm afraid I'm not the best person to talk about it. You have to find some fancy YouTube to talk about it instead. But or if it was an X-Plug show, it'd probably be better as well because I don't know the theory. But in short, air goes in, superheats it, makes it quicker, throws out the back to push the airplane forward, and as air flows around the wing, it bumps around the wing, which is the way that just generates lift as it flies around. How comes gravity more complaints? It does on a kebab, but because it's flying fast enough forwards, momentum keeps it going. Is Phoenix 320 worth it? I'd say so, yes, but no. I would definitely say so. Very good airplane, very high quality, one of the best in the sim, if not the best in the sim. Yeah, I feel like my turn rate's a little bit heavy, but at the same time it's not, so we'll leave it at that for now. If we can reduce things later, we can reduce things later. We inset the glide slope at City at an altitude of 2,000 feet, so we'll reset it to 2,000. That's all, let's just start off, so we need to be at 2,300, okay, that's fine then. Ignore that. Listo down to 900, so we'll start off at that then. So 9,000 feet for by the time we get to Listo, and then from Listo, hold 9,000, push it down to 2,300, that's fine. Now about to hit the east coast of England, fly the English Channel for a little bit, right hand turn, and then back on our way towards the capital. Okay, it's extended flight path, but that's a requirement for City. It's Thames Estuary. YouTube for about 4 or 5 years now, Turismo. YouTube for about 4 or 5 years. And I've enjoyed it. A few moments where I feel a bit down, eventually wants to do it, but for the most part, kept on going, kept on doing what we need to do, and I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. Winds at City, currently 00 at 10, thank you very much. Although 09 definitely the correct runway for approach. Now passing through 20,000 feet, so that's level 20. Not flown first class for Patrick. I've unofficially flown business class, so when I flew with Alitalia and Embraer from Lunate to City Airport, it was an economy class ticket, but the Embraer 190 was fitted out with business class seating layout, so unofficially I've been in business class, although it wasn't really business class with Embraer. Also really good leg in that aeroplane, but no, as far as I'm concerned, I've only been ever in economy class. Economy. I'd love to fly business, I'd love to fly first class one day, but sadly, it's just a bit out of my price range. So, any chance that any sponsorships out there, need to fly to America, give me a shout. Fly me to Dubai, take the name to 80 first class, please. Someone. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm not too fussed. A little bit of speed going, so now a bit too much at the moment. So when it comes to final approach into London City, I need to use, well, essentially using the Shard as a reference point to make the right turn onto the glide slope. So flying south as far as Brixton, right turn east of Westminster, over the Shard, and then right turn into the approach to London City Airport. Let's get joined the business class Emirates to Dubai, or failing that, Ryanair to Bristol. I tell you now, if I did Bristol, it would be a really popular flight because half my viewers are from Bristol. My viewers are from 3 places: Leeds, Bristol, or Tunisia. Those are the 3 places that hold like 90% of my viewers, apparently. I would have for sure it's quite tall, I know. It's a big tall pointer building, eh? Right, round town at Jacko, 2.7 miles to reach that waypoint, and then from there into the Star. We should be about 9,000 Jacko, a little bit on the high side, so we'll pitch nose down slightly more. Not too far off it, but just keep ourselves going steady. Nose down a bit more, aiming for around 2,000 feet per minute at this point, since we need to make sure that we're at a level of altitude early enough to maintain different stages of altitude requirements. The city's approach is very, very strict, which we're in a very, well, which is definitely in the right place for the final approach. So not really miss anything. So right now we're about 5,000 feet above where we should be, but again, easily adjustable at this point. Use level Western Supermare, very nice. From 9,000, so we're down to 3,000. 2,200, sorry, 2,300, so... Right, okay, we'll go down to 2,000, work out ourselves from that. Shortest flight in the UK, A320, probably London Heathrow to Manchester, or London Heathrow to Liverpool. Yeah, London Heathrow to Manchester. Unless there's a city, or sorry, unless there's a Stansted with EasyJet Manchester to Stansted. I presume that doesn't include repositioning flights, so British Airways from Heathrow to Gatwick. So that's pretty short. So hopefully, in about 5.5 miles, we should leave this part of the charts and jump onto this part of the charts. The answer is we're kind of over here-ish, so what I may actually do is overlay this on the map. Can I overlay 2 at a time? The answer is no, I can't. So get to Jacko, right hand turn, and just see how we end up. Should be aiming for about that. So it should be at 9,000, we're at 13,000, 4,000 feet off, it's not the end of the world that. Check the latest for City. Right now the winds are, well, since we've got active ATC online, we should be able to read the whole thing. ATIS City Hall, Information Charlie reporting right now. 0 to 10 knots, plus visibility, no clouds reported, 27 degrees, 2.12, connection 1019er. So set 1019 up. Just confirm we are heading to the correct waypoints. That's the important bit I need to know. So we're heading to Alkin. Nope, too young for Concorde, Patrick. Too young. Way too young, don't you worry. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. It's a thing of beauty to sim. Thing of beauty. So next stop for us, to fly up the Thames, follow the river to city centre, make the U-turn and bring it in 09. Also to 10,000 feet, so we've given the cabin crew 10-minute warning. Look, I'm out here from Tunisia, there you go, see, Tunisia, everyone, third of my viewers from Tunisia. One of the guys in my Discord as well, Armen, he's always chatting, he's in Tunis. No, like, probably not tonight, Alex, got work in the morning tomorrow, so probably not, I'm afraid.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has been on
We've got 10,000 now, so we'll go 250 knots, cut the throttle slightly, slow as required. Come up on if I need to. ADF city is 332.
We have begun our final descent, but flight crew have collected fast one final turn.
Let's go this way around, it'll be quicker. Of course, it's a slow system. Screw it. Too slow. What do I work as? I work in railway, one world. I do train dispatching, customer service, gate line assistant, just general train station stuff. Oops. So there's the Thames Estuary. Sorry, there's Thames Estuary, and London City Airport's about there. Are we flying towards Alkin? Yes, we are. Just confirm that quickly. Able to get a private license, I'd like to do it one day, Oliver. Definitely an aspiration of mine. No one will do it yet, but don't worry, it's definitely planned. Right, how does one increase the gauge lights in this aeroplane? It's one thing I actually don't know in this thing. Gauge lights. How do you do it? I hope you can do it. Let's glare shields. Switches, pressurization. Genuinely, I've got no idea how to activate gauge lights. I'm hoping I can find it. There you go. There. That's panel. Oh, there we go. Right, panel lights up. Panel lights, that's increased. Panel lights anything down here. The answer is yes. Perfect. Anything down here? Yep. It's all in the same place. All in the same place. There we go, that's lit up nicely for me. Yes, real time, Turismo. Sets live time, live weather. Flying over South End actually. Just got the airports. There it is. Do you have logo lights? Yes. Here's London South End. Panel cockpit. Well, you use the arrow keys to that movement, Gran Turismo. Default camera controls Microsoft Flight Sim. It's always been there since day one. Still online apparently, stream's not cut out just yet. Keep going, I guess. That's left off at 2000, so we'll be doing the final bit south of London. So use the flaps to keep the aircraft nose down, small adjustments to keep the aircraft steady. Again, we have got London City Tower online, so we'll be speaking to those very shortly. We need to be at 3,200 by the time we hit Alkin, so level off at that point, which is plenty of time for us. There we go, reconnected. Yeah, right. Let's prepare ourselves for landing, I guess. Come on, flight sim, don't do this to me now. Passing 3,000. You've lost section as well, did you? Okay, fair enough, so it must be just a sim issue. There you go, thank you. This is what happened last time I cleared the city. I'm sure it did. Altitude alarm is active, so we'll also switch over to altitude hold before I forget. Runway is in sight. $2,500. Reduce throttle. Aircraft should level off. There you go. Altitude set. That's down 10. I'm going too fast, I think. Not yet on final approach to navs just yet. Got a little while to go. A little while to go. Come on, flight sim. Don't do this to me now. I presume so. It's not going to cut the flaps just yet. My guess, because we're going too fast. The idle throttle, reduce speed slightly, and wait for the flaps to drop. There we go. That's 10. Now approaching Alkin, 1.9 miles to go. Gary switch over to heading mode. Now has it 270 heading. 1.4, 1.3, 1.2. Gary, yes, just time for the carnage day, dude. How you doing? Welcome to channel 1 to chats. Right, heading 270. Switch over to nav modes. Where is it? It's big yellow switch. Big yellow switch. There. So, whoops. Connection lost. Connection found. Connection lost. Connection found. I hate this. I really do. Ah, Dan, you just missed out. You just missed out on us overflying this airport. Where were you, dude? Where were you? That was for you. You weren't even here for it. I'll pop onto VC tonight. There you go. Successfully connected. Connection lost. Successfully connected. Connection lost. Successfully. I hate this, and I really do. Hey, we jinxed it. Oh look, and it's frozen as well. It'll catch up in a second. Come on, Flight Sim. While it freezes, pop open the replay mods. There we go. Sim's recovered. Connection successful. We'll lose it in about 10 seconds again. So very shortly, make a right hand heading 00. Whatever. There's the shard. That's our beacon for the final hand's turn. The warning thing up interrupting engines will be removed next update. Okay, hopefully, because that thing's really annoying. So it's not part of the sim now update. The warning. You've lost connection. You've gained connection. You've lost connection. You've gained connection. Just flipping it. Come on. There you go. Reconnected. And what's going to happen in 2 seconds? You guessed it. We lost it again. This sim's pretty. I'm sure there's plenty of clipping opportunities in this stream. Don't you worry. Hopefully, I'm calm enough to even land an airplane today because I won't say I'm stressed out. But I'm definitely on edge now. God, it'd be worse if that happened on final approach. If that happened on short final, then I've got a problem. So I think it lets go your airplane's controls for a few seconds. So you actually lose part of your airplane for a short bit. That's the bit I'm scared of. We'll be alright, we'll manage it. I thought they fixed it to East Coast, obviously not. Which stadium's that down there? I personally recognise. Anyone recognise that stadium? It might be Crystal Palace. Look at that, that's sort of south there, are they? I don't know. Might be able to see Biggin Hill on our left, probably not because of the lights. That's not the end of the world. Right, let's focus on landing, shall we? So, holding it to 180 knots, if we start slightly more. 2,000 feet, aircraft steady, flaps currently 10 degrees. Flying every house, eh? Very good. Everyone go to Oliver's house tonight. Party at his place. There's the river. What's that shard? Right hand turn, heading north. Heading 360. I've been on Des Chalima as well, many years ago. Many years ago. Like from London to Rzeszów. So reducing speed now. Aim for about 140 knots in approach speed today. At 2,000 feet. And a little more right hand turn. Heading 020. 030 is fine. A little bit to the west where we need to be, but not the end of the world. So at top of the glide slope, that's going to increase that turn a bit more actually. 03 040. Oops, Stamford Bridge, best team in London. I'll have a screenshot of that. Yeah, definitely not quite on course. Should we be flying over Buckingham Palace and Westminster, but it's just a flight sim. Not the end of the world. We're a little bit to the west where we should be. Yeah, come on Chelsea. Come on Chelsea. Let the aircraft it's not the most accurate localizer in the world, but let the aircraft go to the localizer automatically. Localizer armed.
Speed check below 205, select gear down.
Gear down.
Speed checked below 180, select flaps 24.
Flaps 24.
Localizer captured.
Localizer captured, thank you. First officer. Waterloo. There's the shards. There's Tower London, Tower Bridge, London Bridge. Gherkin, cheese grater, all your favourites. Right. Good evening, City Tower. This is Flyer 2 Lima, establish runway 09.
Flyer 2 Lima City Tower, hello, surface wind 06, 0 degrees 6 knots, runway 09, cleared flat.
Cleared to land runway 09, first Flyer 2 Lima, thank you very much. Yeah, dinner at Shard. I've done the view of the Shard. I've not dinner up there. Very posh. So now below the glide slope. Increase throttle. Flaps down 33. Keep it steady. Still better glide slope, 4 reds. Shows how steep this approach is. There's the horizontal, slowly decreasing.
Glide slope armed.
Glide slope armed.
Glide slope's alive. 1 dot to go. Glide slope captured. Established on the ILS.
Right. Now this is the fun bits. A little bit on the high side, but nothing we can't deal with. Probably 120 knots.
1,000.
Cabin crew seats for landing. Autopilot deactivates my plane. Nose down a little bit more just to get it onto the glide path.
Take rate. What's 500? Minimums.
Minimums continue. Very careful with the throttle, so position thrust in the flare. Increase the throttle now.
Light slope. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Idle throttle. Reverse is set. Oof.
Weight pressure C.
80 knots.
80 knots. 60 knots.
Reverse is cut. A little bit of a bumpy touchdown, but we got it down. Minus 313, I'll take that. We have got a replay, so don't worry, we'll be able to witness that from the passenger perspective too. And yes, I was a bit low on that approach. Not high, I was a bit low on that approach. That's up, spoilers down. There. For City, that was acceptable, don't you worry. For London City, yeah, BAE casual landing.
Flyer 2 Lima, welcome City, taxi, hold mic.
Taxi hold mic via Flyer 2 Lima. Just stay aware. We don't have the scenery for the taxiway, so we'll need to backtrack runway to 927.
Yeah, that's no worries. And via Lima then, you can enter backtrack, runway 09, report vacated on Echo.
Via Lima, backtrack 27, we'll report to Echo. Just Flyer 2 Lima. Alright, taxi lights set. APU starts. AP generator can come on, so you can switch over to that straight away. Turn off the transponder. Probably do it at the other runway, but it's not the end of the world, we'll do it now. So we have got replays. If you want to watch that from the passenger perspective, do stick around and you'll be able to enjoy that from the PAX view. So we're going to backtrack. So yeah, we don't have this taxiway, doesn't exist in Flight Sim yet. I'm going to see fallbacks and add it at some point, but head to Echo, and from Echo get ourselves standard choice. Not a bad landing, that's certainly acceptable for my standard. Not the worst. BAE, you've done a fine little job today. Yeah, the Swiss landing was quite interesting. That was spectacular. Thank you, Sally from Bahamas. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Thank you very, very much. Flight to Lima has vacated Echo.
Flyer 2 Lima, thank you very much. Straight ahead, stand 2-3.
Straight ahead, stand 2-3, Flight to Lima, thank you very much.
And all station city broadcast information about current no significant change. City app.
Stands 2-3. No idea what that is. Probably going to go past it now. Wish I'd numbered the stands. That'd be very helpful, ORBX. 2-2, okay. It's this one. I think. Nope, this is 2-2. Okay, whatever. We're going 2-2. It is there. I'm just blind. Strobe lights off, which are over here. Skies is clear right now, Naz. Pretty good weather for once in London. Can't complain about that. More straights. Parking brake sets. APU generator available on the APU generator already. Engine generators come off, which are over. Shows the pumps. And your dampers, standby pumps, outers, there you go, generators, nope, not that one, that one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London City. Local temperature right now is 22 degrees centigrade, local time right now, just coming up to 9:45. We thank you for flying British Airways, hope you enjoyed your flight on us today, and we hope to see us again in the very near future. Camera crew, this doors across check please. Thank you very much for flying with us today. There we go. Welcome to London. So those will come off. Beacon lights come off. Logo lights stay on now, so it's night time at the sides. Going to turn off the taxi lights. It should be all the lights for us now. Thank you very much. Head over to the aircraft, open controls, open the doors, open the rear doors as well, get stairs down. That's on any stairs for that rear door, probably not, so yeah, that closed again. Yeah, there we have it. Welcome to London. Right, so also seatbelts, yeah, I can't forget about seatbelts. Seatbelt sign off, seatbelt sign off. Passengers disembarking. We're about 3 minutes behind schedule, not the end of the world, that. Right, so, finished flight on Volanta, thank you cabin crews. Had a little racing that landing, I think it was about -300, wasn't the worst in the world. 340 at 127G, so a bit of a hefty touchdown, but well within touchdown zone at City Airport. As I say, they've got a replay, so we can watch that from the passenger perspective now. And the flight's on PAC-X, BA8717, RJ100 from Edinburgh to London City, flight time 121, power departure 14, flight 16. Actually, yeah, pretty much not time flight, a bit behind, so not end of the world. 1 passengers, satisfaction 92%, landing rate at 344, and flight time of 139. Apart from that, all positive from the passengers. If you want to have a look at the flight reports in detail, feel free to do so via the link I'm going to drop in chat very shortly. Landing rate's a bit heavy, but not bad by any means. Certainly not for London City airports, that's acceptable. Dispatch from IVAO, thank you for the service at Edinburgh and City, much appreciated. And all that's left for us to do is to close the door and go through replay, I guess. If the doors will close. There we go. Get into back to life, and let's have a good landing. don't know if I quite did the flaps animation properly, but I'll got the rest of it going. So, move the camera slightly to get blinded by the landing lights, landing from the left-hand side. Looking pretty steady. There's the Queen's Stadium and West Ham United. Yeah, this is the less scenic bit. And then from the right-hand side, very shortly, the little centre London approach. Passing through 1,000. We've got indicator lights in the cockpit, but we got them apparently. Into the flaps. Manual control of the aeroplane. Small adjustments to keep it steady. There's your exhale centre. Yes, we've got strong wind days. You can actually see the aircraft bottom out of the roofs of that. It's quite a view. I don't want the flap pointers out as well, because we have got flaps down. It's just Sim not doing it for the replay properly. Bit of a bounce, but honestly, done worse. Definitely done worse. That from the right hand side, so it gets top of the glide slope again. So it's point flying relatively level. There you go, flaps have drops, thank you very much. So keeping it steady. In a second we'll drop and join the glide slope, there we go. Check animation comes with FSRealistic. FSRealistic. Definitely on the firmer side, not too shabby. Like I say, I'll accept stats. Going to fly the Canary Wharf shortly, but not a bad landing. I've done far worse. Got it down, got it safely. So you see it from the external views and landing gear views as well in just a short moment. As long as the passengers got comforts relative on the final in, not so much really. That's what matters. Passengers are happy, Drawyah's happy, and there's the O2 Arena. Beautiful up here. Dun 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 dun. If you know that one, you know it. But if you know that one, you're British. Fun fact, that song actually is more well known in the UK than God Save the Queen. There was a survey a couple of years ago, and it came top of the list. Do you think London needs a lighting enhancements? What do you think? This was beautiful, the night lights. I thought it was spectacular. I disagree, Diego. I think it's pretty good this already. I've not seen both new or Top Gun yet. I've never watched a Top Gun film. I really need to, but I haven't. Short final in, nice and steady. Little bit of fish on the nose and bop. There you go. Bit of a bounce, but we're down. Classic. BAE landing that. Yeah, beautifully done. I'll accept that. I shall accept. Right, stick ourselves on the old drawing cam, and let's have a look at this from the landing gear point of view. How smooth were both touchdowns? Hopefully very. I forget takeoff doesn't have reverse thrust. I don't know why I said reverse thrust set. Takeoff doesn't have them. Ignore me. It's the EastEnders theme, Manaz. It's the EastEnders theme. Take care, Zav. Good to see you again. It's been a while, man. Dave, yes, good to see you again. Keep it steady. See a little bit of adjustment. It's a 10 knot headwind coming in from the side slightly. And boop, and boop. Perfectly acceptable for the BAE. Perfectly acceptable. Yeah, no reverse thrust. Sounds completely lie. Just ignore me there. Right, stick ourselves on the side. And have one last look at landing from the front. So short final in. Nice and steady, and yeah, fell a bit too early there, but boop and boop. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. There you go, that aeroplane. I'll accept. I'll accept. Don't worry about the don't worry about the lug lights flashing. Obviously, electrical failure or something. So yeah. That brings us to the end of our flight today. That was Edinburgh to London City. That was just like the A146. Again, heavy underrated aircraft. One that doesn't. It needs more users. Problem is, it came out just for the A320 737, so obviously came out probably in the wrong time. But I like it. Highly underrated. We'll try and fly it more often. Really good flight, that. So plan is tomorrow I'll try and do a train sim stream. Friday, I don't know if I'll stream or not, I haven't decided yet. Saturday I'll do a stream, Sunday I'll do a stream, and we guess that's everything from there. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe if it's already. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more flights in action. Take care and have a good one. Bye bye, and good night.